When can Africans refuse to be mistreated like this? To be told they have no value, to be told that their lives have to be lived as a result of a favor they are being done by somebody else. What a shame for people to accept that even for a moment. You must not accept it. You must get up and fight for yourself. And then you have fools leading countries and being used as puppets. I've also had people come to me and warn me and say, President, you know you are too vocal, you say things that challenge these people who have the power in their hands, and they're going to kill you. Well, first of all, it means they're killers. But
how long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Oh, some say it's just a part of it. We have got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever heard, redemption songs. So welcome, greetings all of you, dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans. I'm not a good singer, but my message here is, how long shall we they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? As you heard, President Paul Kagame was threatened to be killed because of his stance about Africa. So Kagame is not the first African leader. You remember President Traore also was threatened, and he spoken very open that he was told that you will fall Gaddafi, you will fall Sankara and others, many Africans who tried to challenge the status quo. So the question is, how long shall they kill our prophets while Africans, we are keeping aside and watching? Family, friends, fellow Africans, the full speech of President Paul Kagame is coming. Don't skip. Let us first listen from President Traore. Then I'll come to President Paul Kagame. Hear what Kagame was threatened. Welcome.
Cowards. Our children will ask us questions. Imagine if in Burkina we refuse to fight and we accept to submit to live in slavery. Tomorrow our children will grow up. They will ask questions. Were our parents cowards to leave us in slavery? Whether we are alive or dead, we will feel it. The coward is afraid. And the imperialists have understood. They try to instill fear in the leaders so that you become cowards. Because when you are a coward, all other vices can arise. They do everything to make us afraid. They come into our palaces. They threaten us directly or with veiled threats. Of course, we respond as we should. They always take examples. They will tell us, you know, Thomas Sankara tried to do it like this, but where is he? He is dead. The Haitian president, he tried to do it like this. Where is he? He is dead. Gaddafi tried like this. Where is he? He is dead. These are the veiled statements made to us to instill fear. And then we also often see some young people trying to follow in the footsteps in a different way. You can hear them say, such a person ruled like this, he has the sepulchre. Such a person ruled like this, he is in prison. All this to try to scare us, to make us cowards. I think they haven't understood something. When we say the homeland or death, we shall overcome, it's not just a phrase, it has its full meaning. We are not afraid and we will never be afraid. We will continue our struggle. They have undoubtedly and surely scared numerous African heads of state. You often see, when we speak or when we have the opportunity to be in certain situations abroad, we often make statements to call on African heads of state to wake up, take care of our youth, to be able to initiate our real development. We are often misunderstood. Some have responded publicly to our statements because they feel targeted. But I can assure you, youth, that when we find ourselves in their corridors, these same heads of state tell us, you are on the right track. This is what needs to be done for Africa to feel empowered. So, we ask them questions about why you don't do as we do, why you don't support us. Some tell us they are entangled, some tell us they cannot. Dear elders, African heads of state, from this platform I would like to say that African people are the most peaceful people. When you recognize the wrong, you must tell the people. Let us not be afraid tomorrow to go out and tell the people. We apologize. We have been compromised. We have ill-gotten gains. We have been constrained by many things, and we ask for forgiveness and return to the right path.
Yes, that is President Traore, the way he was threatened. So let us now move to President Paul Kagame. Don't skip the video, dear lovely family, and also share this video to other Africans. You know, sometimes we blame our leaders. We have leaders who have been threatened, so they fear even to take actions. Yes, that is the president of Rwanda, President Paul Kagame. Dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, Kagame is telling Africans we have to push back. We have to fight. We have to stand. And we have also to unite. Fellow Africans, young people, all of you in the continent, and to those who are in the diaspora, we have to protect our leaders. Our leaders, those who tried to challenge the status quo, looks as enemies. One day, I said clearly that what you see in Eastern DRC, those things are planned. It's not about Rwanda, but people are trying to create bad image to Rwanda and citing and focusing on President Paul Kagame because they are saying very clear that Kagame has stayed in power for too long. So we want regime change in Rwanda. So they are not about Congo. They use Congo to create bad image of Rwanda as well as to President Paul Kagame. That Kagame is doing this, Kagame is maybe killing people in DRC. But the truth is that Kagame has become a thorn to those who are trying to exploit DRC and to use Rwanda as escaping a press. You see, Kagame is a strong leader. So they want to remove Kagame to plot a puppet leader in Rwanda for them to exploit Africa. They have been doing this for many years. We know. So what they are doing now is to create bad image to President Kagame. Kagame this, Kagame that, Kagame this, Kagame that. They did the same to Gaddafi. You know, Africans, we are very easy to forget. When they started to Gaddafi, they said Gaddafi is sponsoring terrorism, Gaddafi is a dictator, Gaddafi is that. At the end of the day, they invited Gaddafi, they removed Gaddafi. They used people, betrayers within Libya. They sponsored groups. At the end of the day, they removed Gaddafi. Look today, Libya, how it looks like. People are crying in Libya. They did the same to Iraq. They portrayed that Saddam has mass destructive weapons. But till today, we didn't see those weapons. So now they are turning to Kagame. They are trying to find bad names to get bad image to President Kagame. And what is paining me is when I see fellow Africans believing that Kagame is the problem of DRC. While all of us, we know the problem is not started yesterday. The problem started when the same people removed Patrice Emery Lumumba of Congo. And one thing that Africans, we have been caught at the corner is that Africans, we don't know the history. Africans, we don't know the history. Many of us, we don't know. And we forgive and we forget. These are the same people that removed Patrice Emery Lumumba of Congo. They assassinated Patrice Emery Lumumba. Ask yourself, is it Kagame who removed Patrice Emery Lumumba? At that time, Kagame was there? No. But I'm sure if Lumumba was removed yesterday, many of us will have to say it is because of Kagame. Because we have already planted mindset to think that Kagame is a problem. I'm not here to protect President Kagame. No, I'm trying to speak the truth. Because this is things has paining many Africans. We have lost many of our heroes. We have lost many of our heroes. But because we don't learn from the history, we continue to repeat the same mistakes. Look what they did to Zimbabwe. Till today, Zimbabwe is under sanctions. Why? Because Zimbabwe took the land. But who owned the land? The land was owned by Africans. Look recently, maybe I'm going too far. Recently, people want to declare Julius Selo Malema as international criminal. Why? Because Malema tried to defend the land that we want to take the land back, because this is the land of our ancestors. So since then, Malema is international criminal. Malema is that. Malema is a killer. Malema is that. That's what they are doing. And at the end of the day, Africans, because it is very easy for us to forget, will accept at the end of the day. If they want to jail Malema, they will do so, because they have already declared Malema as an international criminal. So the same to leaders in Sahel. They have been saying many times, these leaders are pachesti, they call bad names. These juntas, they find names, junta, these military coup leader. They don't say presidents or dictators. That's what they are doing always. So I think we need to protect our leaders. We need to protect our leaders. No one will come and protect our leaders. Those who are being celebrated is not of us. If you see your leader being celebrated by those who changed us, understand you have already betrayed. Take this, you are already betrayed. Because it is not easy for the man who changed your grandfather to love you. We have to forgive, but we never forget. Let us be vigilant. Let us be careful. Don't sleep, Africa. Wake up. We cannot fight or push back if we are so divided. We need to come together. Without coming together, we will be defeated. And they know very well that Africa, we are so divided. That's why they are sampling one by one. They threatened Captain Ibrahim Traore. Now they are threatening President Paul Kagame. You see, they will not hand to President Kagame. They will go to other presidents. So no one is safe. And we will be safe if we come together. Dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, 5 months ago, I shared this video with the title African Military Leaders Meetings to Tell African Union or AU to End All Conflicts in Africa. In this video, I shared my views that we have many soldiers who are presidents, starting with President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of Uganda, coming to President Paul Kagame, go to President Nguema of Gabon. If you go to Sahel, all soldiers, starting with Abdulrahman Chan, go to Assimi Goïta, then go to Captain Ibrahim Traore. If you go to Guinea, you find Mamadou Doumbouya, is a soldier. Sierra Leone there, the president is a soldier, Mahada Bio. So we have many soldiers who know how to fight, who know how to protect, because they are so trained as soldiers. So my question and my suggestion in this video was why these leaders, soldiers, are not coming together. Why don't our soldiers, military leaders, come together? That we know this continent is suffering with conflicts, destabilization, and betrayals. And we know who are supplying ammunition and stuff like that. We know those who are sponsoring all these things. But what can we do as African soldiers, presidents? What can we contribute to our mother continent, Africa? I think they can come up with a declaration. Then they can submit that declaration to the African Union, to the African Union Summit, that we as African president soldiers, we come with this declaration to end conflicts. You see, they can do so. They can do so. But because of division that we have, even these soldiers are not coming together. They have no opportunity to unite. They have no opportunity even to have maybe online conferences. I'm not sure if Captain Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Goïta, Mamadou Doumbouya, Paul Kagame, Museveni can have a meeting, even an online meeting. I don't think they have. But we want our soldiers who are presidents, who know many things. You heard President Kagame spoken very well. He know what is going on. You see? He know. But how can our soldiers who are presidents come together and strategize? What can we do to liberate this continent? Otherwise, they will cite one by one. They will choose one by one. They will start with one to go to another, and they will destabilize. And that's what always they are doing. So I argue and I suggest to our African leaders, presidents, especially these who are soldiers, to have a meeting, to have their own meetings, how they can help this continent to bring peace. Because no one is safe. No one is safe. You heard the issue of Congo invading Belgium. So just imagine, if we know, all of us, we know what Belgium did to Congo, but the same president of Congo is inviting Belgium to come and to fight fellow Africans, to kill fellow Africans. Do you think Belgium will tolerate Africans? What they will see in front of them, they will see Africans. They will not even care anything. So, but as Africans, if we are so united, we have our own army. These soldiers have came together and said they will contribute, they will support one army for Africa. I hope there's no need for Congo to go to Belgium to ask soldiers to come in Congo. We know what Belgium did. Belgium assassinated Patrice Emery Lumumba. And yet today, we are the same people who are welcoming those who destroyed our ILO. That's why I started with the song of Bob Marley, For how long shall we continue to see our prophet being killed while we are keeping aside and look? We have the problem. We are the source of these problems. We are the source of these problems. We need to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, because none but ourselves can free our minds. I'm telling you the truth. And that's why yesterday I asked, for this current leadership that you see in the continent, do you see we are going to unite in the near future? The answer is no, because this leadership came from division, is a product of division. So they want to keep division. They obtained from the democrats that kept Africans under division. So they will continue to keep these borders. They will continue to, and some of them have been sponsored to make sure that Africa is not going to unite. And that's why we are calling young people, Africans, wherever you are, in the continent, in the diaspora, ask. We have been here for 60 years without unity. What have we achieved? Continentally, what have we achieved? Nothing. Why don't we try to unite for another 60 years? Look with the Europeans. They came together 400 years ago. They divided Africa. They conquered Africa. They prospered. They developed. They own our resources. They own Africans. They own us. They can drive us as slaves. They came with their own currency. They have euro. They have free visas. They move across Europe without being asked for visas. They enjoy freedom. But look, Africa. From your country to a neighboring country, it is difficult. It is difficult to find Africans from Lesotho in Mozambique. If you find them, they will be asked a lot of things. Visas, permissions, and many papers. So how can we have this continental free trade area if we don't unite? If we don't unite. Kagame has touched the issue of puppet leaders. We have puppet leaders. I agree with Kagame. We have so many who are puppets. We have seen leaders attending in Paris as if they are going to their homeland, attending in Washington as if they are going to their homeland. They cannot take the same time to visit their parents, but they use a lot of time to visit Europe, to visit Arab, to visit Asian countries. Today we have been talking about infrastructure improvement, development. Ask yourself, how many Africans are building roads? It is Chinese. How many Africans are building stadiums? It is Chinese, Europeans. So what are we doing as Africans? Why we went to school? Why we take our engineers to university, to colleges? What are they doing there? If they cannot even build roads, what is about our doctors? What are we teaching in schools? Are we teaching Pan-Africanism? Are we teaching patriotism? What are we teaching? If we cannot treat our people, if we cannot build our roads, what are we doing as Africans? Sometimes it is paining, but there's no way. We have to push, we have to speak loudly and to implement our ideas and to support those who are doing very well. So, dear lovely family, friends, we have to protect our leaders. We have to protect our leaders. Those who looks doing well become the enemies of those who are exploiting this continent. Up to that, my dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, have a nice time. See you next time.
Thank you. Thank you, Africa. Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make Africa great. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Africa.